What's going on, kids and other kids? Welcome back to another video. Where are we going today?
We're going to Vidler's.
Vidler's, which is?
I honestly don't really know how to describe it.
It's a best of every world, and it's like kind of more like antique, not antique, but like it's like kind of, it's like more retro.
Dollar
like, store.
Yeah,
but they just have like everything you can think of.
And it's like old timey. They're celebrating 90 years this year. So that's crazy.
I mean, it's too less than Mickey Mouse, but whatever. That's kind of crazy to think about that this has been around as long as Mickey Mouse. The red and white awning, that's what to keep an eye out for. That's what they say in the commercial.
Didn't they used to do like TV clips of items? Do you remember that? Or is that just me? I remember they made a video. Like, you know how they used to do like, here, you can get this ring for $500, but here, we're gonna do it for 3 payments of $19.95 on TV, and they'd show the ring. It's like you do it at your grandparents' house. No?
Well, they had commercials, yeah, but I don't think they did that. That's weird. So I don't know if I'm allowed to bring this in. We might have to do the phone, and it's just not as fun to do it on my phone. So I don't know if we're gonna be recording too much in there, but if anything cool happens and if there's not too many people around, maybe we will have to whip out the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's really cool inside. So it's huge.
Huge.
It used to only be 2 aisles. Like 90 years ago they only, it was on their website.
No.
They used to only be 2 aisles, and now
That's
it's like.
That's not true. I was there.
Okay.
Strap them up, boys and gals. And what's going on, my little daddy long legs? Welcome back to another video.
No.
We are back. A lot of cool stuff was in there, to be honest.
We almost bought a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff, like, cause like when you go into a store, like, you kind of just walk around, but like there was like a lot of stuff where we were on the brink of buying everything pretty much. There's a lot of toy guns that were like not of this era, so they were still like pretty dangerous, like toy guns.
It's just nostalgia, because like there's a rubber band gun that I almost bought because my brother used to have like a big like shotgun looking one.
Yeah, like all this stuff like was exactly how it was like a decade ago when I used to go as a kid. Like it was insane in that term. It seems smaller because I'm bigger, but it also seemed bigger like they opened up some more rooms, at least from like the last time I was in there. So I think that was pretty cool, but they just have everything, like literally everything.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's stuff that like we don't even know where we could go to buy it, and like Walmart wouldn't even have it.
Right.
And then we'd come here and be like, oh, they had it here.
Yeah, there's like the most obscure stuff in here, but it, like for some reason it didn't feel weird being in Vidler's. There's just like I don't have like examples. There's a lot of cool toys, a lot of vintage. Everything was vintage there. I'm gonna stop saying vintage, but there's like a lot of like retro toys. My favorite Batman series is the 60s Batman. And they had a full toy set dedicated to that era, and I really wanted that, but they were like $8 each. So
yeah, like there's toys now that like of like this, I don't know, era or day and age, the Avengers toys that we can't find anywhere else. Right. And they were here. So
I mentioned in yesterday's vlog, Ollie's. What they do is they pretty much like take like overstock from Walmart. So it's kind of like shopping in Walmart 2 years ago. That's pretty much what it's like shopping in Ollie's. That's very similar to how it is in Vidler's, but like next to something like you said that's like from 2018 is something from 1980. I don't know how to describe it. Oh wait, I got scared. I thought I lost my glasses.
Well, they had cool sodas.
Yeah, we have a cool video idea. I'm gonna explain the idea, then she's gonna explain the flavors, because they have like a whole entire section of just different kinds of sodas, but it's not like Coke, it's not like Pepsi. It's the weirdest and most disgusting flavors you could ever think of. Like
it's like Bean Boozled.
Yeah, it's like Bean Boozled, except it's not a mystery. You know exactly what you're getting, and it's all the bad stuff. Actually all the flavors of Bean Boozled were pretty much in there.
Probably.
Like grass. Like just name off a couple.
So there's grass, there's butter, corn,
ranch dressing, dog snot,
cat pee. Then there were some good ones like peanut butter and jelly. I would classify that as the good kind versus ranch,
because it's at least known to be edible outside of soda flavor, but then again it's the soda flavor, so like it's anything really good. That's what I kind of got out of it. So how many flavors would you say that were in there?
At least 15.
I would say 20, so yeah, around there. And they're about like $3 each, so for a future idea, I think that would definitely be one.
Yeah, we'd come back and try them, and then maybe like rate which ones on like a spectrum, kind of like, this is the absolute worst.
Oh yeah, true.
Couldn't even swallow it bad. versus like, yeah, I could see myself drinking this.
Another thing though is like, what are we gonna do with all the leftover for the pop? Because we're not gonna drink every single one for the video.
We all put them together and drink it.
Unless we just buy the sodas and then like do challenges and each bottle is like a punishment, which would make the most sense.
Like each bottle has a number and you pick a number. And it's like, oh, you got number 3. Like the loser has to pick a number.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And number 3 is like the ranch one, so you gotta try
But I do like the idea of mixing all the flavors together.
So we'll definitely be coming back. I love this place. It's just, it brings so much memories back.
Yeah, because I was explaining to her, there was something in there. It was like a motorized horse, like the moving ones. And it said kids older than 10 are not allowed to ride on it. In that moment, I realized how crazy it was because the last time I was in there, I remember thinking to myself, oh, I just missed it by a couple of years and I can't ride it anymore. So I was like bummed out. And now I'm like 21, about to turn 22 soon. And it's just kind of weird to think that it's been like nearly a decade since I've been in there last, but everything is exactly the same. It's not one of those things where it's like you go back and it just doesn't age well and it's like, oh, that's okay, I guess I can kind of see that this was the same place. Like that was exactly the same place to me.
It seems like they changed, but not by much. Like it's kind of like the same layout. Cause I was freaking out because my favorite part was like when you go to the end, they had like a whole wall of candy.
Right.
And they changed it. But then when we got up there, they just like moved it down.
Yeah.
So they could put up like the plastic shield and stuff. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we came because now we know that if we want to do that soda idea, we just come back here. And they're only $3, which is not even, I don't even think bad for like vintage sodas.
Yeah.
Or flavor those.
And there was a couple I was even saying like I don't even want to drink them. Like I kind of just want to put them on a shelf. Like there was like a vintage Kiss Coke, and then there's a vintage, what was it?
Wise
there's
Guy.
like a Three Stooges one. Oh yeah, Wise Guy, Three Stooges. Yeah. One thing I will say though is everybody's like especially the older people, their complaints about today's society is it's like oversaturated with everything and like overstimulating. I'll say everything's like overstimulating, and like going back and looking at the old toys, I definitely can acknowledge that. Like I know like, oh, like the stuff that I used to play with is like 10 times less like exciting than like what I would play with now if I was a kid. I would still prefer to play with those toys.
Oh, absolutely. They're like, I would rather play with a yo-yo.
No, honestly.
Than like, I don't know, an LOL doll.
Yeah.
I would rather play with like a yo-yo or like the paddle ball. Or
Yeah.
like a cup and a ball and a cup.
My thing is, back then, like, you can get hurt with like half the toys.
Oh, actually.
And like there is like no like warning or anything like for anything.
Would you rather play with like a Nerf gun, like airsoft gun, or like a rubber band gun?
Rubber band gun.
Exactly. Like I can't admit they've made toys cooler.
Right.
In that aspect, but there's just something about like a simplistic toy that you know can break easily and also hurt you.
Alright, well, we spotted a cute pup, and you know what that means?
The pup of the day.
It's the pup of the day, and it's time to, it's like an Australian Shepherd. That's the one I've always wanted.
I know, I want one of those too. I love collies too. They're cute dogs.
They're high energy.
So are Australian Shepherds.
Well, they have to get exercise. That's their whole thing. So, we're on our way.
Probably get a drink somewhere.
Yeah, I'm dying of thirst, and like this is like a really cool town. You can't really see out the window, but like they have like a lot of cool stuff around. So,
did you wanna stop there? Did you wanna tell them like the crazy feeling of you seeing the music store that was there as we pulled up?
Oh, last time I was here, it was like right when I was like really getting into the guitar. We came off of Vidler's, and then we were going across the street, I think, for the same exact thing. We wanted to get a drink, and then as we were crossing the street, I looked back and I saw there was a music shop right next door, and I looked at the acoustic guitar and I said to my mom, I really want that guitar. And she's like, all right, yeah, we'll go back and get it. I don't know if she forgot or if she just didn't want to acknowledge it so she didn't have to buy it. But we both forgot about it. And then on our way home, I'm like, oh, the acoustic guitar. And she goes, oh, yeah, we'll go back one day. And we've never been back since. So I don't know if this is like a whole thing that she's been keep going. Keeping going. But it's ridiculous.
It'd be really crazy if you went in there and it was still there.
I mean,
I doubt it, but it'd be pretty cool.
I don't think there's anything special about the acoustic guitar. Like, I wouldn't even recognize it. It was just kind of like, okay, I think what it was I saw a bunch of like trashy guitars, and I saw like one nice one that was for like $140. So I'm like, hey, I want that one. So I think that was it. I don't think there's anything actually special about it. That's my little story. A little throwback to when I wasn't who I am today. Anything else you have to say?
Let us know if you want to do the soda thing. I mean, we want to, and we probably end up will, but
Correct.
If that's also something you'd like to see, then we will do it for you. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
We almost got well, we almost rear-ended someone, and they're like 3 times our size, so we would have died instantly. Death on camera.
I don't think there's anything else to say. Thanks for watching. I don't know if this is the end, but
They couldn't hear any of that.
I don't know if this is the end, but thanks for watching.
You just sound mad when you have to repeat yourself.
Thanks for your time.
I guess that's it. Thanks for your time. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Wait a minute.